there, I'm Alyssa Newcomb here at CES 2016 as the show is starting to come to a close. We've seen a lot of really great things this year, everything from robots for the home to drones to some really neat concept cars. Now I'm here with YouTube star and CES ambassador iJustine.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So Justine, what were some of your favorite things you saw this year?
I mean, I feel like every year it's sort of the same, but everything is cooler, faster, slimmer, and just more awesome. So I think this year for me, I recently got a drone as well. So there was so much amazing drone technology, and to see more people getting into that, I think it's really cool. So drones, health tech, self-driving cars, and I'm such a huge fan of like wearables and health tech. So it's really cool to see where they're going with that in the future, and you know, everything from the Fitbits to the Misfit Shines, and to even like the Apple Watches, and being able to integrate that into your daily life is just incredible.
Now, this is my first CES,
oh my gosh, welcome.
I know you're a veteran.
Yeah.
How long has it been for you?
I think it's been like maybe 5 or 6 years.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's considering some of these people have been coming here for, I think this is like the 49th CES, which is kind of crazy to think about. I mean, some of these people have been here from the beginning, and it's just amazing to see. I would love to go back to day one of CES and see what it was like, because you know, 49 years is not that long of time for technology. I mean, that's so.
I really want to go back to the year when they got excited about the VCR.
Right? Yeah. It's insanity.
And with 2.4 million square feet of space, what is your tip for kind of seeing the best of everything?
Just know that you're probably not going to see everything. But I mean, you know, one of the best things to do is actually follow just the CES Twitter, because they are doing a lot of great coverage. And even on Snapchat, I was following their Snapchat while I was on the show floor, because you're getting a taste of sort of other people's perspectives as well, because they're sharing different stories. But I think just, you know, following different tech trends and really scoping out what you want to see. So like right now, we're in sort of the startup area, and this is one of my favorite places, because this is where the technology kind of starts, and a lot of these things that you'll see here are things that you're going to see in the future of the main show floor.
Yeah, great. Well, let's take a walk around.
Yes, let's do it. This is my first time here today, or this weekend, so I'm very excited to check it out. Have you seen any cool things here yet?
Yeah, so there is a guy kind of over that way that has these animatronic tells. Like, we're talking real life animal tells that
really?
you put on, and he was hilarious because he was saying you can go to the club and it will react to music.
Oh, okay.
Or you can kind of shake it. He said for about 20 minutes a day. He claims it's good for your core. So.
Well, it's really crazy because nothing here surprises me. Like you'll walk through here and you'll see the most absurd and insane things. But even if that could not be like the final product. I mean, that could be something that they're using in technology, you know, years down the road. So who knows? I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of different wearables. Has there been anything that has really stood out to you?
I mean, there's been a lot of different things. I mean, like with the Fitbit, I mentioned like the Misfit Shine. So all of these companies, I feel like, are doing different versions of the things they're already doing. But one of the things that I'm still waiting for is I want something that I can like put on my skin where it will track the heart rate and do like sort of like skin temperature and things like that that's not obtrusive. And a lot of these tech gadgets and the wearables, they don't really look very good. So that's the struggle, is how do we make it look good and how do you make it functional?
No, I actually just tried on this headband. It was called the Halo, and it tells you when you're kind of getting tense.
Yeah.
And then it has an accompanying app that coaches you through these stressful situations.
Oh wow, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I kind of want to take it for a spin for a week and see if my stress level goes down.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're coming through some home tech stuff, which I think is fantastic. I mean, even right now, that's like my goal in 2016 is try to make my home as smart as possible and also sort of eco-friendly too. There's so much technology for that. You know, I mean, I can control like my lights, my security, you know, even my. Oh, this is another thing that was really cool. The washer and dryer. Have you seen some of the home stuff that they have? Like the washer and dryers that you can like turn on and control from your app. And it's just so awesome to see how that's all changing.
Did you see Samsung's refrigerator with the camera inside?
It actually takes a picture of what is inside your fridge, guys. You can't even make this up. You can be at the store and you can look on your phone. It's like a live camera to your refrigerator. I mean, that's just insane.
You can also kind of figure out, you know, who's stealing the chocolate cake.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it was cool because they're seeing how people are using things and making it better for people. Like, how do we see what's in our fridge when you're, you know, at random places? Or, you know, how do we know if the milk will expire? Is there a way that we can rearrange or redesign these things to make it better for people's lives?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to see that. So we're stepping over into the Indiegogo area right now. You know, a lot of great tech products have kind of launched as crowdfunding projects to begin with. So it's kind of cool to walk through here. We have headphones with cat ears. Gotta love it.
So crazy. What's cool about Indiegogo and sort of these crowdfunding things is the people that are kind of doing this, I mean, the audience, they feel like they are actually having ownership over these products.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. There's just so many things that even if you come to CES, you're not going to see everything. It's almost impossible. I mean, this is what CES is like. You try to just like going through a maze. I'm waiting for the technology that makes CES easy to navigate.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Now, over here we have the Dream Key, and that is one of the coolest, most buzzed about drones this year at CES. It's the one that has the detachable arms, so you can take it off and put it in a backpack.
I have actually went hiking with my drone. It's one of the DJI Phantoms, and it's pretty big. So I didn't want to take off any of the propellers or any of that because then you have to do all the setup. So I had this backpack that was almost twice my size. And I mean, that's so inconvenient. And I mean, this is kind of neat. So that's the backpack right there.
That's the backpack. But I imagine you could put it in any other backpack that you can fit it in. But it's just nice that it goes down to that compact size.
Sure. And it's interesting, too, with all of the drone tech. I think there's drone responsibility is going to be something that people really need to take into consideration. I mean, drones are amazing and they're fun, but I mean, they really aren't a toy. I mean, it can be dangerous to the pilot, it can be dangerous to people that are around you. I mean, you just have to be safe and you have to know the rules. And you have to look and make sure that you're in a zone that you're able to fly. Because there's so many no-fly zones and people have no idea that that's a thing.
Yeah. Now, what is your favorite place to go with your drone?
So I actually like to fly home to visit my family because we have plenty of room and there's lots of open space. Because, you know, being in Los Angeles, there's lots of airports. There's so many things that your drone can come into contact with. That could injure yourself or people, and there's really no good places to fly it. So I'm still looking for that. And you have to be careful because, I mean, it can be illegal in some places.
Yeah, now one of my favorite drones that I saw was over at Intel. They have their RealSense cameras integrated into it, and it kind of knows about its environment, is able to map it out and avoid any obstacles.
I'm obsessed with the RealSense technology and the way that Intel has integrated that into so many different things. Even like webcams for like people that play video games.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're doing like live streaming, it can sense your depth of field, so it'll be able to tell how far and how, you know, what the distance is. So it'll be able to remove the background. And with the drones, which is incredible because I'm not the best drone pilot, it's almost impossible to crash it because it can tell when you're going to run into something.
Yeah. Now, do you have any tips for someone like me who's just getting started with drones?
I think start small. And I mean, some people will tell you to fly it in your house, but that's actually not a good idea.
Especially in Manhattan.
Yes. Find as much open space as you can as possible and just practice. And don't be scared that you're going to, well, you should be a little scared that you're going to crash it, especially if it's one of the more expensive ones. So maybe it's easier to sort of start small and work your way up.
Cool.
And definitely fly with someone who has flown before so that they're able to give you a nice little tutorial.
Now, as far as robots go this year, have there been any standouts to you?
So, I mean, I think last year was a big standout, or the past couple of years. Sphero, I'm a huge fan of Sphero and their sort of technology. So everyone probably has seen the new Star Wars movie, and if you haven't, you should go see it. But they have the little BB-8 drone.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cute. And they also announced a few days ago, too, they have this thing called the Force Band. So usually you use your smartphone to be able to control BB-8, but now you can use the Force. I kid you not. You just go like this with the band, and you can control BB-8. So it's a really cool thing for kids and even for adults. So it's really, really cool.
I was a big fan of the robot butler over at Intel. It delivered me sparkling water.
They had that at this party, and the poor little guy, like, he could not get around all the people because it was so crowded and busy. And I was like, can we just please let him through? Like, he's trying to deliver drinks.
Great. Well, let's keep walking down here.
There's so many things. This is great.
So many.
Also, a new thing that CES this year, Uber is actually at CES, or now in Vegas for the past few months. So it's been kind of cool. That's actually been helping a lot for people to get around.
Yeah.
And you're so used to that in major cities. And so that's been very helpful. So thank you, Uber, and thank you, Vegas, for letting them come here and help us.
Yeah, it's been incredible to see just the number of people who have come here for CES. I think, how many attendees are we talking about this year?
I mean, it just gets more and more every year. And I think they're going to hit this point of, there's almost too many things. There's so much stuff to see.
We need more than a week.
You really do. You know, I think you need maybe 2 weeks, really, to be able to see it all. But that would be a little bit too extensive. So is there anything else that you've seen that you're like, this is awesome, this is a must-have?
Well, I really love sitting in all the concept cars.
Yeah.
I love looking at Faraday Future, and then Mitsubishi Electric had something that was really cool. I just love that cars are getting smarter.
Yeah.
And I just love the safety aspects of it and just the comfort too.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how that will all kind of work out, because I know a lot of the issues that a lot of people were bringing up is, well, whose fault is it if there's an accident?
Yeah.
Is it my fault? But no, I'm like, hey, I was not touching the wheel. It was my car's fault. So that'll be cool to see how they kind of do that. And I was over at one of the other booths where they're talking about 5G, which won't be out until 2018 or 2020, but they're going to need this high bandwidth because everything is going to be connected. Cars, computers, they're like, your socks are even going to be connected so that you can try to find them and find the matches and find the pairs. So I think that's going to be a huge issue because you're going to need this extensive amount of bandwidth to be able to sort of, you know, facilitate all of these things that are connected to it.
Now, you have a huge following on YouTube. Is there anything that you've heard from people that they're just really excited about in the world of tech?
So for me, I mean, I have a big gaming audience, so everyone's extremely excited about virtual reality, and it's really cool to sort of see how that is coming now to the consumer market. The problem in the past is it wasn't available to consumers, but now that it is, there's no content for people to consume. So it's been cool sort of being a YouTuber and a content creator, trying to figure out how are we going to start catering to that audience. You know, I have a 360 video that I actually shot, which will be coming out soon, so it'll be my first one.
So cool.
So it's really cool to sort of be able to, you know, view that on goggles, but you can also view it on your mobile phone to sort of 360 experience. So yeah, the virtual reality and also augmented reality. So I actually sort of prefer augmented reality because it doesn't take you out of sort of your actual space.
Yeah, great. Well, there is a robotic bartender over here that I have to take a look at.
Okay, let's check it out.
Right.
I also saw something else where there was like a robot that makes your tea. There's a robot that makes your
Robots
coffee.
can do everything. I saw a robot window cleaner yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect. So this is the Soma bar, and it can make, what, up to 400 different drinks?
300 different drinks.
300, okay.
Wow, this is incredible.
Well, it is far too early for happy hour for me, so I'll take a virgin cocktail, if you don't mind.
Here is the app, actually, as I scroll through. So we go right there. Cranberry frog, I think, should do pretty good. Cranberry juice, orange juice.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
controversial there.
Cranberry juice and orange juice sounds perfect.
We'll
I mean,
take 2 of
I
those,
could see
please.
this as something that's sort of a serve yourself at a bar.
Yeah.
So you just kind of go up to it, and this would be fantastic.
There
Like,
it
you don't
goes.
even have to wait.
Exactly.
This is so cool.
That is incredible.
That's it. That's amazing. I will
right.
take one as well, please. Thank you so much.
Each drink is under 10 seconds, so it's super fast.
Wow.
That is amazing. And when can I get one of these?
We're selling online right now at somabarkickstarter.com, and then we'll start delivering in the mid of this year.
All right. Well, Justine, cheers.
Cheers.
To CES
Here we go.
2016.
Oh, that's nice.
Solid.
This is great.
I like it.
It really is kind of fantastic how, you know, every aspect of your life will be connected and will have some sort of piece of technology involved in it. And it's really cool. So my grandmother is so into technology. She's been on Twitter since like 2006.
I love it.
It's really cool to see sort of like the generation differences of people, you know, who are older, who are starting to now get into technology and how it's able to make their lives easier. It's so great.
Fantastic. Well, let's just keep walking down here. More robots in the kitchen. I think I'm going to have to line up for some lunch soon. Well, it's been great talking with you, Justine.
Yes, you too.
And I loved getting your tips about how to navigate CES.
There's also 3D printed food. I heard somebody was 3D printing pizza somewhere, so you might want to go check that out.
Sounds good. Well, I'm Alyssa Newcomb for ABC News. Thanks so much.
Bye.